This will be the first video that I'm posting, but I figured what better time to start than on such a monumental achievement. This previous year, I was able to pan and empty more products than I could have imagined, and I wanted to document some of those items. My collection had kind of grown stagnant over the years. I wasn't bringing much in, but the items that I was still holding on to were just sitting around, not really seeing much use. So I took 2022 as an sort of experiment to see if I could push myself to really pick up those items and either use them completely to get them out of my collection, or at the very least get a pan. And it helped me see what colors I liked, what things I was keeping just because I already had them and couldn't bring myself to throw them away. But at the end of the day, if they're just sitting around not getting used, then what's the difference that I never bought them or trashed them by now? So without further ado, some of my empties. I finished quite a few brush cleaners. I've got 3 of the MAC brush cleaner that I had in back stock. I will not be purchasing this again. I just feel like it doesn't do a very good job lifting up the pigment, and I actually found something I like better. I tried the Cinema Secrets, this little trial size, and then I ended up repurchasing the giant refill. I realized that I will not be able to talk so in depth on every little item because I don't want this video to be like an hour long. I went through a Cleanse of Oil from MAC. This particular bottle was laying around for many years and I just wanted to get through it. It does what it's supposed to do. It's not really my favorite. It's a makeup remover, even though this is meant for like gentle on the eyes. I find that it burns, so I will not be repurchasing this, and I didn't really use it around my eyes, mostly like lips and brows. But my tried and true so far is Clinique. I have 3 variations of minis and a full size that I finished this year. I do love the product, the way it works. I just want to see if I can find something cheaper that does the same thing. I feel like $38 is a lot to pay for oil. This guy, on the other hand, though, this Olehenriksen Wonderful Double Cleanser, it's discontinued, but it is amazing. Everything from the consistency to how it works and does not stain my eyes, and even the smell is pretty nice. I have one more to go through, and after that I will cry because I can't get it anymore. Now, makeup wipes. I'm a little embarrassed to admit how many I have here. I've got 5 of the full size and 3 mini. And no, I will not be repurchasing. I find that makeup wipes are just not very eco-friendly, and I just had accrued all these all at once and they were sitting around. So I did get through them and I can wipe my hands clean of that. Next, we've got a bunch of lip balms. I did do really well in this category. I finished 7 lip balms, and when I say finished, I mean I dug every single bit of it out. I've got, you know, a bunch of different ones here, from like some Burt's Bees to just Chapstick, or these E.O.S, I think, yeah, E.O.S. So 7 of those, and then I did a Bite lip scrub. This is nice. It smelled really good, but I don't know. It's just a step that I don't really do all that often. This lip plumper from MAC I did really like. I sometimes I'm a sucker for packaging, and this was really pretty. I also went through a lash serum as well. This is a German brand. My sister brought it for me. Loved it. I definitely saw results with it too. It's just something you have to keep using. I went through quite a lot of Fix Plus. This product, man, it gets me every time because I love the way it works. We've got 4 full size and 3 minis. I love the way it works, but again, it's like there's gotta be something that works just as good at a cheaper price point, because I mean, for God's sakes, it's water and glycerin. Anyways, I went through some lashes they were already opened. I just used them a few more times, and honestly, that was back in like January or February, because as you can see, I'm not wearing lashes today, and I probably haven't worn lashes for the majority of the year. I finished 2 duo glues. Sometimes I use them for other things other than the lashes, like rhinestones or getting other pigments to stick. I've got 3 beauty blenders. They're nasty, going in the trash, and a brush crapped on me this year too, so I counted that as an empty. Next up, I have two primers that I finished, the Ordinary High-Adherence Silicone Primer and the E.L.F. Poreless Putty Primer. I like them both. They're nice and affordable. I finished two powders, one translucent, and I have a backup of this. I love it. And a MAC Studio Fix. I have not decided if I'll be repurchasing this for personal use. I have some foundations and other cream products that I finished as well. So I finished the Anastasia Luminous Foundation, and I really like the look of this on my skin. I'm not sure if it would still wear as nicely. I feel like my skin has kind of changed in the winter months. The Studio Fix from MAC, no, not anymore. I just don't wear my makeup as full coverage as I used to, and I don't really feel a need to own an entire bottle of my shade. The Fenty Beauty, though, I do really like this, and it's buildable. It's not like a straight full coverage, but can be. So I think that that one would replace the Studio Fix for me. I tried the new Studio Radiance Face and Body like release, and yeah, I really did like that one. It just required like a little more concealer on the parts of my face that I wanted more coverage. Studio Tech from MAC, though, is like one of my favorites, and I do have one more of this, and then I'll kind of decide after I finish that. I think that's the last foundation I have in general. Once I finish that, where I'm going, and if I'm buying another like high-end or a drugstore to try. Oh gosh, this thing is a relic, and I'm embarrassed to say that I was putting this on my face because of how old it is, but so be it. I finished the contour cream kit from Anastasia. It was pretty much full. Like, I had pan on maybe one of them when I started, and yeah, I'm really happy to see it gone. I like the way my makeup was turning out. Just at the end, I was getting kind of sick of it. Same goes with these Ben Nye creams. I have one more that I'm nearing finished, and these were things that I bought for my pro kit, and then they migrated into my personal kit, and I am happy that I used them. It was a white and a like concealer color, and then I did have an actual concealer from MAC, the Studio Finish Concealer. I love this. I will probably purchase another one for myself just because it's so nice under the eye and it never creeps. There was also a single highlighter pan. This is part of the Anastasia Glow Kit, so I finished one color completely. The others I panned, but there's still a lot of product in like 4 of them, and I think I'm close to finishing on one. It takes me years to finish perfumes, and I never really thought of that as like part of my makeup collection, but it is part of my makeup routine. It's usually the thing I do last before I get up from my vanity is spritz something. And these were like down to the wire, and I was holding on to them for like years. Like I tell you, this had like this much in it for probably 2 or 3 years. I'm surprised it still smelled like it was supposed to smell. Anyways, I just really wanted to finish it and get it out. Same thing with this. It's a gift from my sister when I was maybe like 13. I don't want to tell you how old this really is now. Now, mascara was something that I was kind of pleasantly surprised with how many I could finish. I mean, some of these were open and I just needed to use them until they didn't really apply much anymore to consider them empty. Like this guy, I mean, if Mac came back and released this, I would buy it again. I love the applicator. There's like 2 brushes, one small, one fluffy, and I really like the look of the mascara, but unfortunately it's discontinued. And then 2 of the MAC extension, I do really like this, so I might purchase it when they run their sales. The rest were all sample size or trial size, but I was just being really strict with the 3-month rule, or with some of these, like since there's less product, it didn't take 3 months for them to dry out. So once they stopped working very well or applying or flaking or whatnot, then I would stop using them and consider them empty. Out of all of these that I tried, I just wasn't a fan of the NARS formula. I mean, they transferred to the top lid on me, and yeah, I just expect that a mascara isn't going to run. The Clinique one is actually really nice at separating, lengthening, and giving you volume, so that one I do recommend. And the Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill is also really nice if you're willing to pay that much for a mascara. I have three brow pencils in the shade Lingering from MAC. These are really nice brow pencils, but I, bought them with my employee discount when I was working there. I don't think they're anything better or worse than others on the market. So if I need another eyebrow pencil in the future, I want to try one of the more affordable options out there. I also finished three brush tip liners, two from MAC, the brush black and brush brown, and then one from Clinique. I will say this Clinique one did not last. It would fade after maybe an hour of wear, as opposed to these. They have a 24-hour claim, and they do wear all day. What I did like about them is that they are a brush tip, so the tip itself will not dry out the way that a felt pen might on you before the product is actually used up. And then, holy shit, this is the NYX white jumbo liner, and I did finish it, but I broke this, so I wasn't able to sharpen the pencil itself. Broke, so what I ended up doing is scooping out the product and using it up that way. But yeah, I would get this again. I think I already have one I use in my pro kit, and I might get this for myself as well. Two ancient eyeshadows from MAC, the Orb and the Hawks. Those guys did get finished. Good colors, but I mean, I have similarity in so many other eyeshadows, so I don't necessarily think I need to run out and buy replacements for those two. These next items I used as much as I could, but you can see there's still some product in here. It's just already smelled like it had gone off, very like alcoholic to the smell, and I didn't want to put that on my face or on my eyes. This NYX also like cream gel eyeshadow in like a light blue had gotten too dry to the point where I'd apply it and it would flake off a little too fast. But this from KVD was a gold liner, and I was able to finish that. I didn't have too much left in the package. Then also a MAC Dazzle shadow. Yeah, I used every drop of this guy, and I love it. I would get this again. I just have quite a few more of these that I want to get through before I purchase another one, seeing as those are already open and getting older. I did finish one liquid lip. This thing, had been very old, and I love the color. It's Bocce in the Stila Stay All Day. I don't even know if they still make this anymore, but it was really nice. As far as lip gloss goes, I have two from MAC, the Goldfinch and Elemental Forces. This was kind of like a My Lip color in lip gloss form, and the Goldfinch is really nice. I don't know why I didn't use it the whole time that I had it. They were both basically brand new when I started. And then this is embarrassing, I finished a glitter gloss from Victoria's Secret. I know this is probably poison and trash, and I was eating it every day when I used it. But I liked the way that it looked. It went on top of any color and just gave you like a very blank shimmer, like white shimmer. I don't know. And then the NYX lingerie gloss is my favorite. This one is Bear With Me, and I will look to see if they still have this, and I will get another one if they do. Now for lipsticks, I have 5 lipsticks from MAC. I've got Photo and Cherish. These are my 2 favorites on myself, so it's kind of no surprise that I finished these. I also have a Lady Danger from them as well, and it's my favorite red. It was just kind of hard to use such a bright, loud color often back to back. Then there is a Fabby. I did not like this color. I didn't even like it when I bought it, but I just wanted to get it out of my collection. So I found a way to work those two by either like mixing with some other product I was using or like putting it over the liner, etc. And then Whirl also, this is kind of like close to my lip shade, just a little darker. So that one I do like. I will consider getting another one, but I just have a lot of other lipsticks to get through. And then a bright orange from the Kat Von D Studded Kiss lipsticks. I really love that color. I mean, orange is my favorite color, and I used to wear that as kind of like a signature lip, and Cafe bought me like 3 backups of it, so I still have like 2 more to get through. And then last thing is a lip liner in, I think, Whirl. So yeah, that guy is done to the point where I couldn't fit it in my sharpener anymore. Yeah, so these are all my empties. By no means does anyone need to empty as hardcore or strict or crazy as I do. This is just how I did it, and I'm really happy with my results. So in total, I finished 102 products. The value of those products amounted to $1,822.33. And I mean, yikes, that hurts. And that just puts everything into perspective, that I'm spending so much money on items that are just tucked away for a special occasion or a rainy day. And sometimes it's because I think they're too nice to use and I'll be sad when they're gone. But if it takes this long to finish something, like a year or sometimes longer, then by the time that product is gone, I can't possibly think that I'm not going to find something else that was new released or something that I'm going to like better. And yeah, it's just, I'm not going to go back to that way of thinking. So I'm really happy with my progress, and I'm going to try to do more of that in the next year. For 2023, I'm not as concerned with hitting a numerical goal such as 100 products. I mean, it would be nice, but I will just continue to work through what I have and use up as much as I can. And that'll make, smarter purchasing decisions and actually use the things that I buy and, get some enjoyment out of owning them instead of just collecting them in some weird makeup mausoleum. If you made it this far, then I appreciate you, and hopefully you kind of agree with some of the things that I had to say, and maybe it'll give you a chance to reconsider some of the things you use and purchase. And it doesn't necessarily have to be makeup, but if it is makeup, then you know that you can always come back here for similar content. I will be posting my pan video around the same time as this, where we swatch the eyeshadows, and maybe I decide whether or not I'm decluttering those or keeping them. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a great start to the new year.